Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to this exclusive video interview with Gina Wong, Managing Director, Kyndryl Singapore, on the topic Making Remote Work Fair and Inclusive, as we celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion all through the month of March and even beyond. Gina has over 20 years of track record as a sales and services leader in corporate Ivy League corporations like IBM, Amazon, Cisco, Avaya, Teletech, etc. Her specialties include sales management, people management, client care, CXO relationships, business technology transformation, services, co-option partnerships, innovation, Internet of Things, cloud, and digital disruption. With her motto, making history wherever, Gina has been doing an exceptional job at leading Kyndryl to its next level of growth. So without further ado, let's jump on to this conversation. First of all, Gina, thank you so much for joining us for this interview today.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Great. So Gina, various studies have suggested that the pandemic took a toll on how we work. Women are significantly and increasingly more burnt out than men. What are your views on that?
So I think it's absolutely true because the women are spending more time at home than ever before, right? Together with their kids and family members, given the lockdown situations. So that means the woman playing the traditional role as a domestic leader to take care of more household chores, home tutoring, and the supervision of kids. In some cases where a family member is tested positive, the woman also has to play a role to support from a healthcare perspective when the member is in isolation.
I think I absolutely agree. Women always have had dual roles. They've always had to multitask in their roles, be it professionally and personally. They have to manage both the sides, and they have done it very efficiently. But yes, in recent times, we've seen that the burnout is increasing on them, and organizations need to take care of that. So, Gina, in the last 2 years, we were tempted to think of work from home as a great equalizer for women at work. However, it also led to an uptick in work-family conflicts. What are some of the reasons that suggest that work from home is not a complete solution when we talk about flexibility?
So indeed, right? I mean, while work from home gives a lot of flexibility, especially for women having to take care of multiple roles and wear many hats, the reality is work from home does limit the space amongst family members, which can therefore inevitably create friction. Examples would be things like in a household, there are limited conducive work area for everybody to do their purposeful meetings, right? Whether it's a course or whether children doing home-based learning, there is a certain level of noise in the house. So definitely work from home has its limitations, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think we are, as women, learning our ways to manage conflicts, manage work, manage home. And most of us, I think, are being able to do a great job at it. But with support from organizations, with support from family, I think, we can actually cross those barriers and obstacles in a much better way. So thanks for sharing your thoughts there, Gina. Another question that comes to my mind, Gina, is what can organizations do to support women so that they find a balance in their work and their expected caregiving role at work? How can they enable women to prevent work-family conflicts?
So I think organizations can encourage and empower employees to work anywhere, anytime, as long as they are productive and can meet business objectives. Employees can be given the flexibility and choice of working at home or in the office. It is also important to create forums where men and women can come forward to share their COVID and work from home challenges, providing this two-way communication so that HR and leaders can better formulate prescriptive solutions. For instance, run more mental health awareness sessions, having virtual team building activities, or face-to-face gatherings within the pandemic guidelines.
Absolutely agree. I think, yes, if organizations can work at understanding the challenges that women specifically face, creating those flexible options for them to balance, work life and personal life. And then I think what you said very nicely was about communicating with them transparently, giving them that platform to talk and share and hear from other people of how they can better their lives and how they can manage these challenges better. Will be a long way in making organizations more flexible and equitable at the end, because we need to create, initiatives and approaches that bring women at the same level and give them the opportunities that help them bring the best in them, bring the best out from them, right?
Spot on.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
You brought on a very good point, right? And I just want to sort of elaborate a little bit further. You talk about this sharing.
Yes.
right? Because all of us face the similar challenges in the last 2 years. But everybody would have their fair share of experience and secret sauce around how they cope with it and how they overcome certain situations, whether is it the friction piece or the time management, the noise management, the multi-head management, and having forums where women and men can come together to even share their experience and their success and failure, I think on its own is a very meaningful and insightful session.
Absolutely, exactly. I think it's all about learning from each other, right? I might not know the best ways, you might know it better, or you might learn something from me. So exchanging those ideas always helps because make it better for everyone. So thanks for sharing that, Gina. My final question to you for this interview is, as a woman leader and as a woman who's managing work and home, what advice would you give to women like you?
I would say listen, support, and appreciate the women team members. Embrace and practice empathy at the workplace. Have diverse viewpoints from men and women to help drive better solutions. I mean, personally, I work with many inspiring women in Kyndryl and have seen firsthand how diversity leads to better outcomes and business results. And managers can also help accelerate change by creating meaningful dialogue and taking action.
Lovely thoughts. I think I love the fact that you said that, it is about creating those opportunities of appreciating women more, and appreciating women more, making them feel recognized, giving them those opportunities. How can managers, according to you, become better allies to their women team members, Gina? Are there any specific actions or a checklist that they can follow?
Again, I think it is important to demonstrate the allyship by learning the best practices from other people who have done it, and then creating that forums and showing appreciation in their own small and big ways, right? It could be taking the women team members out for a meal. It could be showcasing and giving them some recognition. It could be just as simple as a phone call, right? To see how they are coping, how they are doing, and I think every small step goes a long way.
Yes.
To help managers really demonstrate that, they care for the people and they can, really be a role model for others to follow in terms of allyship.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you. On that note, Gina, I think, yes, it is about building equitable and diverse and inclusive workplaces. It's very important that leaders, managers, the overall organizational ethos, the culture of it supports women in this role, appreciates them, recognizes them, gives them the flexibility to bring their true selves, their whole selves to work. So on that note, thank you so much. And Gina, if you'd like to wish everyone a happy Women's Day, that'd be great.
I want to, I'm so excited about this whole week of IWD. I just want to go out there and say to everybody, whether you're a leader or not, doesn't matter, but celebrate women around you. It could be your mom, your wife, your kids, your colleagues, your bosses, your peers, your superiors, your colleagues, but celebrate women and celebrate women every day. But on this special week, take an effort to do something nice for the women around you.
Sure.
So happy IWD.
Thank you so much, Gina. On that note, thank you once again. It is about celebrating women, and let's do that every day of the year, irrespective of what day it is. So thank you so much for joining us, Gina. It was a wonderful, wonderful conversation. Looking forward to seeing you again soon for other such conversations.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Thank you. Take care.